Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I've been trying to get used to Tunnel 14, and most of the attacks I was doing at Tunnel 13 aren't really working if they were spam attacks, so I've been basically sticking to Queen Walk Hog Riders, but then we came across a clan in CWL in Champions League 3, and every single attack was pretty much this attack, and they averaged 36 to 38 stars each round against people. And some of the team's bases, because after we went against them, I tried to mimic their attack, and I was just curious to see if it would work against them, and they were able to pull it off. So I think I've pretty much figured out how it works. And I've always been hesitant to do this attack, but it's a different perspective on the attack because, and I'm talking about Electrodragons, and I believe the same can be said for regular dragons too. And here's the change in perspective. You're not really using your heroes to make the funnel, because back in the day what we would do is we would use our heroes on and basically sacrifice them. While we are using the heroes to somewhat make a funnel, it's not their main purpose. Their main purpose is to clean up the attack. So with this attack, and I'll go through the war map. I was getting in the 90% if I'm not getting 3 stars with this attack. Pretty much. It's an attack that just does well. So I wanted to show the last war before this one, because we went against the Champions 1 team and we beat them. And again, we used to be Champ 1 a long time ago here now. But, so I only have like 3 attacks to show. But I also show the dragon attack too that I did with it, kind of using the same philosophy. And basically, now, let me just say this, with this base, there's no way in heck, if I was in CWL, I would attempt this, because this town hall is way too far to try to do this, but I just did it anyways. The first thing I look at is always the sweepers, and the eagle, okay? When you're doing these kind of dragon attacks, the eagle is rough, and obviously if you have single infernos, you kind of want to watch them. But that being said, you can go against the sweepers with this attack, because you can use your freezes, especially if the freezes on the sweepers are getting something like a scatter shot. But basically what you're doing is you are creating your funnel with the 2 baby dragons. Now, so I would use a baby dragon here. So I'm going to come, and the other thing is back in the day, we would try to attack this whole side with dragons. And that's just not the case anymore. You're kind of picking a little spot to send them in. So I'm trying to send my dragons in that way. I'm trying to go against the eagle. I'm trying to go get the eagle first. And again, I'm staying away from the sweepers, but I probably could go the other way. It's just the angle on it on the top is so strange that I just wouldn't try it for that reason. So you're using your baby dragons to make the funnel, and then you're using your heroes to go. The funnel with this baby dragon is the funnel for your heroes, because you don't want your heroes to come in here. You want them to go around. So the idea is the dragons will come in and clean up, and the heroes will do some work wherever you are on the other side of the base. And the heroes will live while the dragons can just eat up a big chunk of the base. So, yeah. So let's take a look at the start, because there's a second thing that, okay, 1 baby dragon, 2 baby dragons. Now, okay, heroes are down. Notice I made my funnel for the heroes, right? So now they're not going to go back into the middle. They're going to go around the side, and just whatever happens, happens. Now, here's the next thing. I'm making a. I'm. This is quick. So notice, like you are dropping your dragons and your balloons, your line of balloons, dragons behind, pretty much immediately after I drop my heroes. Like in the past, we would wait. There's no waiting because if you wait, your heroes are not going to survive. The next thing is we're dropping our queen right away, using the ability, and we're using 2 rage spells side by side to push the dragons in to the base. That is every time. Like if you're waiting on your warden ability, you're gonna fail. I'm telling you, do it right away. Okay? And one of the main reasons for that is because you're getting everything. Everything's protected. Because we're putting things in a bunch. So look at that. The warden ability is on everybody. Now I'm doing my 2 rages side by side to push them into the base. 1, 2, right next to each other. Now, again, you want your dragons to be in the rage. It's not about the balloons. The balloons are pretty much there to suck up any mines, you know. But you want the dragons in the rage. Okay, so now I'm starting to freeze stuff. What am I freezing? I don't have any infernos. I don't have any scatter shots near me. If there were scatter shots there, I'm getting them. But right now I'm freezing the eagle, and I'm freezing the air defense. If there was a queen, I'd freeze that queen, and maybe even this champion too. Okay. Freeze again. I'm freezing the air defense. Now, here's the other thing. I probably should have used that because you're saving a rage for the town hall, right? With your blimp. Notice I'm not using and this is a difference between the dragon's attacks. I'm not using my warden ability on my blimp. My blimp, all the dragons and balloons have sucked up most of the air mines. Now, there's no way in hell this blimp should make this run. I probably should have just dropped the damn blimp right on the town hall. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't. But it turns out it worked pretty decently. So I've still got tons of freezes and rages and just, there's just not much of a reason to use anything. So look at my blimp. It's almost made it. I freeze that one. I want him to make it. He doesn't make it. I'm raging. But again, they're taking out the scatter, so it's fine. And look at everything that's still alive. Now I'm dropping my champion. You see? So like you're dropping your champion later too. You're not using him to funnel. You're using him to clean up. Maybe, to get an air defense or something. Look how much of I just literally dropped my champion now, and look how much of the base is left. Not much. And tons of stuff left. Okay, so let's look at this base. What do I notice here? So again, my blowers are over here. It's really not possible. I mean, it's not too wide. I could get both blowers with one freeze, but I mean, I don't know that. There's just no reason to come this direction with your dragons. There's all this gap here. They'll just never get there. I mean, maybe you can come in through this position right here, but I decided not to mess with the blowers. There's just no reason. So again, you have all this crap up here, but that's too big. That's too big of a landscape. You need to make a cut. So my plan was I use a baby dragon over here to kind of get rid of this, and I use a baby dragon to cut in here, and then my heroes come over here, and heroes go this way. So my heroes, I pretty much want the baby dragons to come in down this lane. So I'm trying to have them come in here. Again, I'm also not, and then this is something you have to get used to. I'm not waiting for my heroes to clear all this crap. Like you're dropping the heroes and dropping the dragons. The other thing is once you drop your dragons and your loons, you're dropping your warden, and you're using the ability, and you do the 2 rages. Now, in this attack, like, there was no reason to do 2 rages back side by side because there wasn't room for 2. So I waited on the second one. So just be aware of that. I mean, so I'm using my baby dragon to cut over there, baby dragon there. Okay, now I've cut my funnel from my heroes. I mean, there's still a chance they could go forward. Okay, now boom, dropping my loons, dropping my dragons, dropping my warden, using the ability right now. Okay, I got my, I do have a poison. I got 1 rage there. Now I'm doing my, notice I froze the air defense and the scatter. I could have gotten the Expo too. I just missed it. I'm about to drop my second rage right on there. Boom. Okay. Those guys are going. I'm dropping my blimp. I'm freezing. Again, I'm freezing the eagle. That's important. The eagle does a lot of damage to these dragons. Then I'm going to use my other... I got a rage in the middle, right on the eagle, because the eagle's big. I've got my rage on the town hall. I'm freezing again the scatter and the air defense. So again, we're freezing blowers if we need to, always. We're freezing scatters, air defenses, and eagles, and that's it. We don't care about multi-infernos. Single infernos we do care about, obviously. We would want to freeze those. Freezing again. And that's it. Dropping my champion to help clean up the side, and it's done. Now let's look at this base. Granted, this attack kind of is a mess, but it worked. Now, normally you'd look at a base like this and you think, well, I gotta either come this way or I gotta come this way. But again, these are way too big. You can't spread out your dragons or your balloons that far. They need to be in a chunk. So, what am I thinking? I want to get the eagle if I can right away, and the queen, because the eagle and the queen mess up your dragons, and so do the scatters and the air defenses, but not much else. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I need to make my cut, so I can use the baby dragon down here. I can use the baby dragon here. Send my heroes so they go this way, and then I created my funnel, my compact runway for the dragons to go in. I'm gonna need to freeze scatters. I'm gonna need to freeze blowers here, right? So here we go. Baby dragon, making my funnel. There goes the king. There goes the queen. Okay, now they're not going to walk left. Okay, now balloons, dragons, warden, ability, rage, side by side. 1, 2. Queen's going to be dead. Okay, I see the scatter up there shooting and the blower. Blower's you gotta get the blower. I freeze the scatter and the CC, dropping my loon. I got a rage on the eagle because that's a big defense, a lot of hit points. Okay, got my blimp. He's made it. Putting him in. I'm freezing again the scatter and anything else I can get. Probably should have gotten the. Now I'm using my. I'm using my champion for the middle. I see that that's a good spot for her. Still got to freeze. Now I know my champion's going to clear out that middle, so I'm just there. You go. Freeze that. Scatter again. And that's it. I do want to show you a regular dragon attack because the philosophy, I think, is the same that I'm using. But I'm using bats. Now, usually bats are used for cleanup. But because of this base, what I noticed, what I was thinking, It didn't actually work out, but I'm thinking, okay, I can take my bats. So first off, what am I making my funnel? I want my dragons. I'm trying to get them on this small lane so I can have my heroes come on this guy down here and work their way this way. Now we're funneling, instead of with a baby dragon, I'm using a Electrodragon. So the Electrodragon is going to start here and try to clear out all this stuff. So I should have this nice lane for my dragons to go down. So what I was thinking with my bats was, okay, look, the bats will come here, here, and then from here, you gotta remember, we've got these builder huts that now activate, so they become defenses. So the bat should go builder hut to here. Now once I'm there, now I check this out. Once I'm heading towards this air defense, I need to freeze this guy, right? So I'm thinking they'll come in here, come here, come here. I mean, I should get all of this stuff. The problem was, there was a freaking Tesla right here that I didn't know about because this was a fresh attack, and they went this way instead. But even so, just using the same kind of philosophy, the attack worked. So, let's look at that. So I'm making my funnel. Got my bats. Here they go. Looking perfect. Like this is going to work. And then the Tesla comes up. So, anyways, where I'm at now. So now, I've still made a really nice funnel on the left side, so my heroes are going to go on that, on the gold down there at the bottom, and they're going to walk up the side. I'm throwing I sometimes use a golem. Now look, I'm in my line of loons, line of dragons. Now, again, this is the difference. You don't want to use your warden right away on these dragons. Why? I'm pretty sure it's because when you're doing the Electro Dragons, that initial push, you can, because they're in rage, they can hit so many defenses behind that they'll just blast the base. I would have tried this attack with Electro Dragons. I'm just experimenting with attacks, but this account just had this army up. I'm not really planning for bases. I'm just kind of using attacks on different bases. So the other thing about this is you want to use your and you only have like one rage when you're using bats. You do want to use your rage on your opener, especially with the queen there and everything. Now you do want to make sure you get your blimp in the reason is because you do need to use your warden ability relatively early, not right away, but once they're in the base, you do need to use it. Now, obviously, if the town hall was close, you could use it right away if there's a lot of defenses. And truth be told, there's no way in heck I would have tried to get my blimp to that town hall with these regular dragons, because if you look, I mean, it barely makes it. I mean, this is lucky because it hits a frickin' air trap. And I'm saving that rage, and it does make it, unbelievably. Okay, so now my heroes are still alive. Now I'm using my champion to clean up the side. Dragons are still up, and then that's it. So again, it's just, I think, a different, not 9 times out of 10, if you 3-star on this, it's because your heroes are left and they do it. It's about your heroes surviving and making it and cleaning up the base with the dragon attacks. Whereas back in the day, it was like sacrificing Sui heroes to make a funnel. There's just too many defenses. You can't do that anymore. I hope you enjoyed the video.